Hey, welcome everybody to another episode of What's New with Mike and Jeff. Even though I forgot to put myself into the studio, it's been a morning trying to get all the technical stuff working, get all the camera stuff moving, doing things. Who do I got watching this morning? Who's all here? Hey, David. Good morning, buddy. How are you today? I hope you are well. I'm doing fine. Going to do some painting today. Going to talk about some projects I'm working on. Mike is at Fan Fusion. He and Andy are enjoying the show. So that'll be cool. That'll be cool. I am good, actually, David. Thank you for asking. It's been a busy week. I hope everybody's prepared for a great holiday weekend. So that should be a lot of fun. So get my camera adjusted here just a little bit. There we go. That's a little better. Camera's a little closer today than normal. Um, yeah, today we're gonna. Mike's gone. It's just me, so it's gonna be about an hour show. But I've got some projects I want to work on, so I'm going to switch to my overhead camera, which is one of the reasons why I was late this morning. Because just getting the camera set up. We haven't used them for so long. Oh, thank you. Though I have some of those pictures later on in the show. Um, Speaking of that, let's just get started with the stuff from the Discord channel. Do all the stuff I need to do here. All right. David has been working like mad, getting a lot of stuff done. Looks very good. Getting back into his cyberpunk feel, I think. Yeah, I've been busy with so many other things, so it's been kind of fun. So, but David doing some cyberpunk models. Made a trip to IO, from what I understand from reading Discord. That was kind of cool. So these are nice new cyberpunk bases. Some barricades and terrain pieces. Looks really cool. Where are those fried? Wonder where those are from. Those are nice. I like those. Ooh, ooh, some salamanders. He's wait. You are waiting on your Primarch. As am I. As am I. Lovely new vehicle that you're working. An old Kickstarter. Wow, that's really nice terrain pieces. This is a beautiful piece. Really nice and crisp. Nice and huge. Very cool. Can't wait to see that painted up, buddy. That's gonna look really good. Some stuff Joe's been working on. Joe's been once again getting the painting going. Looks very cool. I don't think Joe's on yet, so I don't know what these are. Whatever, they're looking really good. Very nice stuff. That model, hang on a minute. Wait a minute, they look very similar. Cyberpunk Combat Zone. Yeah, Darren was working on some Fight Club models the other day. He and I were chatting. They really Cyberpunk models are really nice. I like those. Very cool. Good stuff, Joe. Wish you were here, buddy. He has a tendency to do that. Absolutely has a tendency to do that. Those are very cool. Some Dreadball stuff. I think that's a turn marker or some kind of counter. Very nice. Camera bot. I think that's a ref. I have Dreadball. I've never had a chance to play it. So looking very good. These are from a new guy to the Discord. JP Gotrock is what he goes by. I watched the Tuesday night stream a couple times. Gonna probably start making it a regular Tuesday night thing after Build Paint Play. I have phone messages coming through. Someone's saying no shutdown. I'm on right now. Maybe I didn't get it right. Hope I did. Seems to. I'm on my page, What's New with Mike and Jeff, and I'm on uh on YouTube, on the What's New with Jeff YouTube page. So my buddy Greg can't. Hey JP, how you doing, buddy? Glad you're on. Greg can't seem to find us. So, but yeah, JP did these. Put them on Discord. Look really, really good. His stream's really good too. I would highly recommend us on Twitch. Tuesday nights at 9. Is that right, JP? Let me know if I'm incorrect. Like I said, I've tuned in a couple times. Usually when I'm painting, so I don't chat a lot. I don't get involved in the chat too much because I'm usually painting and just kind of listening to what's going on. So very good stuff. And then this gets us into my my new Conan stuff that I've been working on. The new Gale Force 9 Conan game that's coming out. It's in GameFound right now. So some of the characters from that. Oh, no problem, JP. Anytime, buddy. Right after Bill Paint Play. Making a doubleheader. That's what I've been doing. I just don't chat much. I log in, say hi, and then I start doing my painting. So it gives me something to listen to. But these models for Conan are really, really nice. So can't wait for these to come out. And then the man himself, Conan. Very good stuff. That's a big axe right there. Had a lot of fun painting those up. So glad that project's over with. I'm going to switch now. Just since we're already here, I'm going to switch over to my Dreadnought project. Give me a second while I do that. I'm not sure if Greg's found us yet. He said he couldn't locate us. Didn't know if I was streaming or not. I'm like, oh, I'm here right now. And this is my Bjorn conversion, but for my Wolf Spear. With basically the new rules, even though the Bjorn is not a Wolf Spear, he's still a part of the Space Wolf Codex. So basically, I can play Bjorn's a character with Bjorn's stats with my Wolf Spear. He's just not the actual Bjorn the Fell-Handed storyline wise. So this is where I'm headed with it. I've had a lot of custom work to do on it to get it to where I want it to be. So the first thing was they don't make a Hellfrost cannon for Dreadnoughts. Hopefully when the new Bjorn comes out, they'll correct that. But I started by throwing that together, which is the back of a Dreadnought plasma cannon, and then this section here is from this. I cut this out of I took this off the sprue for a Stormfang, which is the barrel essentially of the Hellfrost cannon that the Stormfang uses. And I cut these two sections out, and then I basically put them together like a barrel. And then I made this superstructure over the top. And again, this is really dirty. There was still a lot of cleanup to do at this point. Still is probably some down the road. Then I got to this stage, which is where I added the flash suppressor, muzzle, focus, whatever you want to call this little section here. Added this. Again, still got some cleanup to do. One of the problems being I have a hard time finding blemishes until I prime it. So I've scrubbed this down quite a bit, cleaned this up a lot, magnetized it back here so I can switch out other weapons like the assault cannon, plasma cannon, that kind of stuff. So I have 3 different weapon options for them if I want them. And then I started on True Claw, which is Bjorn's Lightning Claw, which is a little different than the claws that come with Brutalis. So they got the smaller claws. He has much longer claws. Kind of like my granddaughter when she's playing with fingernails. She likes to go with the longer claws. So I created this. And when we're off the share, I'll show you what this actually is. But basically, this is one of the claws from the Brutalis Dreadnought. And then I took a strip of plastic, extended it out, and then filled that in with epoxy sculpt. and eventually got this. But to get that with the open stance, because the way the claws are, I didn't realize this till after I started. When the way these claws are, they're kind of closed. With extending the claws out, they kind of clump together. So I had to go back in and cut the claws and stretch them out so they were opened. And then that will allow me to do that. And again, a ton of cleanup left to do on this. A lot of sanding, a lot of sculpting. But I eventually got to this point, which is where I'm at right now. So now I'm going to prime it, which will, for me, bring out a lot of the blemishes, a lot of the mold lines. The only mistake I made is because I even got the flamer on the lightning claw, which is what he has. I've converted that up as well, which I'll show better pictures of that probably later on. But he doesn't have twin multi-meltas. I left those on just because. So that's the only inaccuracy so far with the model. In fact, he does not have twin meltas, but he does have access to a melta on the weapon arm. So I will work on that accordingly to do what I want to do, and hopefully eventually they will put out a new Bjorn kit that makes him a little taller, a little more impressive than the current one, based on comparing it to Redemptor Dreadnoughts. But then I also have added the Archie's Forge dire or Primal Wolf conversion kit, which was kind of a bear to get to fit in. I still may have to do some stuff here. I may have to actually boil this shoulder pad, and then bend the arm up and have it kind of drape over this portion of True Claw, because that kind of gets in the way. So I'm gonna play with that a bit. Hopefully I won't run into any problems there. But that's where I'm headed with that. So but that's my recent projects. What's been going on. So if you jumped on, if you just send a comment my way so I know you're here. So I don't know. I'm just talking into. I know Dave's here. I know JP's here, but I got two other guys on my list. I don't know who they are. So pop them in. Let me know who you are. Let me know who I'm talking to. I'm going to switch over to my other camera. Ta-da! With my new Space Wolf sticker. I'm going to be sending some of these out to Mike, which he will take to the store, to IO, and hopefully Cody and Joe will be willing to give one to everybody that wants one. Hey, Greg, I'm finally glad you got on, man. I was running a little bit late this morning. But that's my new sticker, which I like a lot. That was a gift from a good friend of mine. Ignore my light as I get it in place so I can have some better viewing here. It's again, haven't done this in a while, so all right. So let's talk first about the Dreadnought. This is, zoom in here a little bit, if I can remember how to zoom in. All right. This is the talons that come with the Brutalis Dreadnought. I have my camera off to the side, so it's not a straight up thing. It's an over this way thing. Let me get back at it. Let me back at it here real quick. There we go. That's better. I can see now. That is the claw that I used for the to make this. And this is all basic glued together, but I still have got to go through and do a lot of cleanup on it. Like here's the flamer, the heavy flamer that I attached. This used to be a twin, a storm bolter essentially. So I cut the storm bolter out. I got a little bit of, just get this primed up, get it cleaned up a little bit more. Cut off the ammo pouches. Thanks, JP. It's the Dutch angle. It adds interest. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I just don't like it straight from the top, and I don't have the ability to do it over my shoulder, which is what a lot of folks do. I don't have that ability either. But like I said, I got a lot of cleanup to do, little putty work here and there. But I'm going to prime it. That'll bring it for me. Once I prime it, I see all the errors, all the faux pas, and that'll let me get in there and get a little bit more work done in the proper way. And then I where's it at? There he is. There is our Hellfrost Destructor. Again, I had to do a little. I got to do a little more work here, just because this is all just dust. I got to go through and take a wet toothbrush and just kind of scrub it down, get all that out of there. But this is basically the back half of this weapon. I just basically sliced it off, mounted the barrel from the Hellfrost cannon, added that. I liked it better with that puttied in. Again, I got to go through and get a lot of this cleaned up. Like I said, a lot of this is just dust and debris. Yeah, that's exactly true. Billy and Prime again. That's exactly what I do. And for me, I just can't see the blemishes. I can't see where the mold lines are. I don't know why. Other than the fact, I don't want to say that I'm old, but I kind of am. But that's how that's the base I use for that. And then I've done one other thing. I've actually magnetized. I've got 2 magnets in here, and I've got 2 magnets in here. So basically, wait. I'm going in the wrong way. There we go. So basically, I can interchange all 3 of these weapons, because these are the weapon options that Bjorn has. He has the assault cannon option, which I'm not real happy with. The assault cannon in 10th edition. It's kind of a useless weapon, actually. And then I got that one, and then of course the destructor. And because I had some problems with the magnets, I had to drill through and punch the magnets back out. I've got to basically sand that back down. But that's where I'm at there on that. I'm bounced around because I don't use a script, guys. I just kind of go with what I'm going on. So how I made these was what I should have done initially was cut this portion, this front claw portion off at this first knuckle here and straighten it out, which you can see I did here. But I didn't do that until after the claws were in place, and I realized they were closed versus open. So I basically cut this bolt head off here, and then I took, where's it at? I just had it here a minute ago. Of course I lost it, because that's what happens on live. I then glued this down, making sure that I'd centered it this way. And then I glued it down like that. And then I added a centerpiece along here to the tip. And that way it was stretched down. And then I filled all this in with epoxy sculpt to get the actual claw shape. And then I just sanded to get it where I wanted it to be. So, and then I cut the ammo pouches off of this just to kind of give it that look. So it's just basically, it's a true claw for Bjorn, but on Fenrir the Merciless is what I'm calling him at this point. But I'm going to be priming that tonight. I do all this stuff in the evening after I've spent the day doing my work for other people. But that's where I'm at with that project. Here is the torso, the upper torso. I don't have this on yet. I'm getting ready to prime it, start cleaning it up. And like I said, Bjorn doesn't have the two multi-meltas, but I don't want to take them off. I kind of like them, so I'm just going to leave them there, and we'll see because he does have the option for a melta. So if I actually never want to use the melta gun, which goes here, I'll just say this is it and leave it at that. So, and then I got to put a smoke launcher here because he doesn't have the stubber. He has a smoke launcher, but I'm not going to glue it in. I'm going to magnetize it. So again, I'm expecting when the codex comes out, there may be some adjustments to him. And then you've all seen the base with the orc underfoot, which I showed earlier. And then I've got to make some adjustments here on this one arm, on this wolf pelt that hangs down a little low. But I may switch to this side. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. Just because. But on either case, when you attach that arm to the dreadnought, this piece is a little cumbersome with that extra piece hanging down. So what I may do is I may end up boiling this whole piece and manipulating this portion to kind of drape it so it's a little more draped over things. But the problem with that is, and here's where I discovered that I couldn't get this to fit properly. And so I boiled it, and I didn't boil it enough, and it actually fractured. So I've got to clean that up a bit too as well. But that'll be that's the overall look of my conversion so far. That's where we're headed. But still got a lot of work to do, but I'm headed in the right direction. And let me pull him off of there. And this thing with all the putty is a little heavy, so the magnets aren't as good as I'd like. So that hangs down. The other two are good, but this guy's got all this epoxy sculpt on him, so he's a little heavier. So there is that. Let's throw all this stuff back in the box. Dun, dun, dun. Thank you, JP. I'm happy with it. We got a long way to go. The fun part is when I get to start painting it, so that'll be a lot of fun there. So, and I'm really excited about this Dreadnought. But I got a lot of other projects that I'm working on that I'm excited about. I'm finishing up some Sisters, or I'm sorry, not Sisters. They're Sisters of Silence that go with a friend of mine's Custodes. I got some Sisters that I'm working on as well during the day. And then I've got the Dungeon Saga Origins set that I'm working on as well. And then so in the evening, after I spend most of the day on stuff for other people, then I can sit down and work on stuff for myself, such as these guys, my heavy intercessors, which I still have not finished for my my build paint play Tale of Four Warlords army. Let me get back up here a little bit. There we go. Hey, do you guys like that camera angle? Let me know. I'm still on the fence about it, but that doesn't look too bad right there. So I'm going to work on these a little bit today, just doing the mundane stuff because it's mundane and it drives me nuts to do it. So I'm just going to go through and be working on the black on these. And then I've got some other stuff for my wolf spear, such as my captain in Gravis armor. I'm going to bite the bullet and do a wolf priest, because that's Space Wolves apothecaries are wolf priests, not whatever these are called. I've added, and then I've also got some stuff for my new Space Wolf proper army that I'll be working on over time. And I've still got my Centurions. I've got so many projects going on. I know you guys are much better than me. You get all your stuff painted and it's not sitting around gray, right? You don't have any models just lying about unpainted, do you? You don't do that, do you? Like me? Oh, you do. Do not lie. You do. You all do. Couple things. I put a notice on the What's New with Mike and Jeff page. I think the Old Wolf page or section of the Discord channel, talking about I'm wanting to order this in T-shirts, and I need to get my sizes right. So I asked you guys to just let me know, A, would you purchase one? Because I can't afford to just give them away. I wish I could, but I can't. But I was going to order some Old Wolf Studios T-shirts. And if you're interested in purchasing one, what are you even talking about? I'm talking about this. I have this image that I've had these stickers, but I've also got it done with for a T-shirt. I want to get a T-shirt done. So I've had this image, the electronic version of this image, enlarged for the back of a T-shirt. So I want to get T-shirts done. So what I'd like for you guys to if you go to the What's New with Mike and Jeff Discord page, you'll see there's an Old Wolf file, an Old Wolf section. Go into Old Wolf Studios, and just under that question, give me a comment on what size T-shirt, if you're willing to purchase one, what size you would like, so I can get my sizes right. Morning, Aaron. How you doing today? So yeah, that's what that's all about. So let me know, because I want to make sure I get my sizes right. Because if I go by the standard, sizes, I'm going to end up with too many, because most guys aren't built like me. So I just want to make sure I get a right size mix. That's all. That's it. So, all right. So let's start here. my handy dandy wet palette. So what are you guys working on? Let me know in the chat. I have been slowly, as I run out. I wish I could say. I wish I could say I used to wear a medium. I don't think I've ever worn a medium. So I've been slowly working through and using a lot more. Oh yeah, that's something else I'm working on. We'll try to get done this weekend. Have you guys heard of Bill Pay, the Ballista has a great dreadnought? Bill Pay and Play Jake is doing. They're doing a 4-color challenge where you basically you use nothing but these 4 colors. Actually, I'm sorry, these 4 colors with these 2 colors used. These 2 colors used in very, very, very little areas. But these are your 4 primary colors: a bright blue, a bright green, an orange, and a magenta. I am going to be trying to knock something out for that. My chair squeaks a lot. This weekend, if I can, just to participate. I'm not sure if I'm able to do it, but the model I'm going to do is this little beauty that I got at Adepticon, which is a Viking wolf chibi. So I'm going to be trying to paint this model using these colors. Now, I don't know if I can do it or not, because some of the colors I want to use by blending these 6 colors together to get this done. So we'll see how that goes. So I'm going to be working on that probably tomorrow or Monday afternoon, evening. So we'll see how that goes. Again, too many projects. But these are the 4. But as I was saying, I've been using through my Pro Acryl colors and then taking my GW colors that I like most, and I've been putting them in the larger bottles. Look at me. And I've done it with 2 so far. I've done it with my Rust Gray and my Abaddon Black. I think I use this color more than anything, just out of habit, and I like these colors, so I'm used to working with them. Trying to catch up on some work around the house this long weekend, but hobby-wise, Mecca for Sea-Dog Game Studios, Tech Commander game, and have been doing some things with Ral Partha Legacy. Ral Partha Legacy, that's good stuff. Ral Partha, all that stuff's really good. Well, definitely, when you get those things, when you get those projects done, Jake, you put them on our Discord. Love to see them. Absolutely love to see them. Oh, okay. Where was I? Oh yeah, we're going to be working on these boys. Ta-da! So let me. Ooh. Bum, bum, bum. I think my wet palette's on the wrong side. Change here so I can get to it. Oh, I don't need that color. This is the stuff I have a hard time doing during the day when I'm sitting here by myself, because it is mind-numbingly boring and drives me up a wall. So I've also been trying out the Phalanx brushes from Game Envy. So far, I'm liking them. The problem that I'm having in the adjustment is they have much longer bristles than I'm used to, which is causing me a little bit of uncomfortability. It's making me a little bit uncomfortable because I'm not used to it, but I'm just forcing myself to do it. What does Heron say? Oh, Bombshell Miniatures Critterkins. I got her off of eBay at around Christmas, and a Chibi Wolf version of The Man with No Name called, I think it meant Chibi. He wrote Chili, but I think he meant Chibi. Called Flint Beastwood. Ooh, that sounds cool. Yeah, definitely. When you post some pictures of that, I'm interested to see that. That would be really, really cool. Very, very cool. All right, and remember, I'm going to be sending some of these to IO, so you guys can stop by, and hopefully I can get Joe. I don't think Joe's on yet. Still, I can get Joe and Cody and the guys there to give out 1 each to everybody, maybe 2 if you're nice. So we can have those. But that was a gift from a friend of mine. I had it made into a sticker, and now I want to get T-shirts made and do some other stuff with it as well. So I may even actually try to make that a conversion for myself, just because. And because of this, this is an Artist Opus brush. I have to buy Artist Opus brushes now, which is silly but true. So, all right. Dun, dun, dun. Is Joe watching? I haven't even seen a comment from Joe yet. I'm hoping Joe's on. He never misses the show. Maybe he just doesn't like me, and since Mike's not here, he's not coming on. So that could be it. Yeah, spell correct. I won't even talk about how many times spell correct has caused me no end of grief. No end of grief. Went and seen a couple movies recently. I went and saw Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, which is actually much better than I thought it would be. Um, but it was good. It was very, very good. It was a nice addition to the series, I think. And then Thursday this week, I went and saw Civil War out of curiosity, out of morbid curiosity. And it was not anything like I expected. It was okay, but I wish I'd have waited to watch it on streaming versus going to the theater. So that's my only critique of that. All the stuff from I have a hard time seeing my screen to see where my hands at and make sure I'm doing everything right. That's the only reason I have this sticker here, is to know where I have my hands have to be. My chair is trying to kill me, slowly but surely. And then now, I don't know if you guys know, I'm a major Brandon Lee Crow fan. I love that movie. Probably, in my opinion, I don't know. I'm still kind of baffled why they attempted to remake it, but they did. But I have no desire to see it, and I will not see it. But for the 30th anniversary of Brandon's final film, they are showing that in a limited engagement in theaters, and I will be going to see that at noon next Thursday, just because I love that film. I love that movie. Really, really good movie. All right, so there's that one. Ta-da! That's pretty much all the areas that I want to do in black on this guy. Wait, I did forget one place. So that just allows me to when I do the painting on this and working on the other colors, this will give me a nice dark surface for the metallic I'm going to put there. Same here. These are supposed to be black, so just gives me a nice surface to work with, a nice black that lets me get her. I am going to be at Gen Con this year. At this point, I'm 3 days a week. I work part-time at Battlefront Miniatures and Gale Force 9 as a salesman. I used to be general manager of Battlefront Miniatures. And I left in 2014, but they had I need insurance because I lost the insurance that I had. So I went back to work 3 days a week there. So I will be working. I've worked Gen Con for them about 3 or 4 times prior to my actually working, but I'll be at Gen Con this year. And I should be at Adepticon next year. Even if I'm not at Battlefront, I will be at Adepticon next year because Adepticon is a great show. So I love Adepticon. It's a great show. It's a fantastic miniature show. I think Mike is even considering going now that they've changed the venue to Milwaukee, which Dave Taylor, I believe, is in Milwaukee right now this weekend, checking out the new venue. So yeah, I'll be at the Battlefront booth during the day and lurking around the other areas of the convention when I'm not in the booth. So you can come and say hi. So but yeah, this is the I'd love to show you the difficult. I try not to do anything really complex on camera because it always ends up going wrong. No No matter how many times I've practiced or have done it prior to going live with it, every time Mike and I try to do something like that live on camera, it just ends up turning to crap. Doesn't seem to work. So I just gave up on it, which is why you're getting the mundane stuff here. These have already been base coated and quick dry brush, and a little bit of layering on the gray sear. And now I'm just going through and touching up the. Yeah, that'd be awesome. I'd love to see it. That'd be great. I'm going to try. I'm actually really in June. There's an event up in Atlantic City, and I'm planning on heading up there. I don't think I'm going to participate in the event as far as like playing in the tournament, but I may just go up and kind of see what's going on and check out some stuff. Make it a day trip. Go up for the day. It's only an hour and a half drive from me, so. If Mike and I are both at Gen Con, I would love to. I would absolutely love to. I think Mike's working Gen Con with who I forget who he's working with now. I'm really bad. Epic Tiny Dungeon or something like that. I'm really bad at remembering stuff like that. So I am horrible at it. But yeah, if he's there, we will definitely do something and maybe do some kind of live stream event that evening or something after the dealer's room closes. That's one of the things about working the show is that I'm kind of locked in the dealer's room for most of the day, and then in the evening I can actually go. And I did that this year at Adepticon. I've worked so many shows though between Games Workshop and Battlefront that I really got to the point where shows were just a job, part of the job, and I had kind of forgotten that I used to go to them all the time as a fan. So this year at Adepticon, I'm like, nope, I'm not going to do that this year. I am going to go do some stuff and hang out and check things out. And lo and behold, I had a good time. Had a really good time. So I've kind of made this pact with myself that we're not going to do that anymore. We're going to go to a show. We're going to go out and have be social and get out of our comfort zone and not go back to the hotel room and watch really bad hotel TV. Let's see. Got to put Castle back together for the yeah, that castle was actually beautiful. My God, it was huge. It was a big bulk, but they did a really good job on it. Mike's actually pretty crafty with stuff like that. So that came out really nice. But yeah, that is a major project that they've got to do. Luckily, all I got to do is drive a truck to Indianapolis and then unload it. So that's not that bad. I'm going to try to get to Origins. I think that's in Columbus, right? I'm thinking I'm going to try to do that. Somebody let me know what the date of that is. I haven't actually done any research on it, but I'd love to go back over there. I could actually visit my brother and enjoy the show that weekend. So now that my car situation is getting mid-June in Columbus, yeah, I may have to do that. I may have to go over to Origins and just check it out. It's been a long time since I've been to Origins. Battlefront will not be there, so it would be just me going over to spectate, see if I can borrow my brother's couch, if nothing else. So just get a Saturday ticket and go in and see what's going on. And Greg, you're close enough to go to that one, buddy. You're not that far away. Yeah, Origin's a good show. It is a really good show. And it's really okay. It's really kind of weird. And anybody that knows me knows how I'm built, so I love a good meal. One of my favorite things about Origins is there was, I don't know if it's still there or not, but I'm pretty sure it probably is. There was a really good Italian restaurant that did family style serving, and we would always hit that one night while we were there when we would work it for either Battlefront or for GW, and we just get these gigantic Italian meals done in family. So they just bring a big thing to the table, and everybody eats it. and it was just really, it's really, really good Italian. I can't do that because I am on my, I'm on a much rigid, more rigid diet plan than I was originally counting calories. I'd been doing for a while, and I managed to go, I lost 48 pounds, but I couldn't get past that. I just kind of hit a stop for months. I could not get past and lose more than the 48 pounds. So I have switched to a new diet plan, which is a lot more rigid. And I'm trying to get some weight because I have just found out that I am going to be a grandfather for the fourth time. My youngest daughter just told me and her mother that she is with child, and so we are going to have a fourth grandchild. Tim, my son-in-law, says it's my second grandson. I have learned from my own experiences that you never can figure that out ahead of time because, well, I have three daughters, and always wanted a son, but I wouldn't trade my daughters for anything. Don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining. I'm not saying, oh, gee willikers. But wish I had a son. I have the most fantastic daughters on the planet. Love them to death, and wouldn't change a thing. But I do know from my own experience um, that you do not have any direct control over that. So, yeah, thanks, Aaron. I was pretty excited about it. They've been trying for 4 years. They had gone to fertility, and they were doing all this stuff trying to get something going. And she just had her first ultrasound last week, and sent a pic out to the entire family. And I replied, "I will not cry. I'm not crying." But it's awesome. I'm very happy for them. They are over the moon. They have been trying for a while, and just that the other side of that coin is my youngest daughter is going to be a mom, which really just puts into perspective that how fast time flies. So, but there you go. I really, like my wolf spear. Don't get me wrong, and I'm really happy with them. But I am so tired of painting Gracie or Gray. And but I'm going to be doing it for a while because I am going to get this army done, and then I'm going to dive right into my spatial proper army. Um, and Dave and I are probably going to get together and play another game soon, which will be cool. But I also want to get back to my Votan. My Votan I've got 2,000, almost 2,000 points painted up. I've kind of stopped on them because the Codex, I'm going to be getting some Dreadnought type characters, um, troop types, whatever, Dreadnoughts and other things. I mean, they've got the jump pack guy that came in the kill team. Um, and so I'm expecting when the actual Votan Codex comes out, we're going to get some upgrades. Right now, though, I'm kind of liking watching them play. I've been watching a lot of live streaming on War Games Live, which, by the way, I check out War Games Live. Joe's a great guy. He has a lot of good sensibilities about tournament play and how people are, and definitely check that out if you haven't. My paintbrush, I got the top chalking wasn't doing my maintenance any. I always like to every once in a while give my brush a quick clean, even though I'm not changing colors because it gets kind of gummy in there. So this is really hard without Mike to kind of banter with. So, but I also wish I was a Fan Fusion. That's got to be a great event out in Phoenix. I've been there a couple of times. I asked him to stop by a friend of mine's booth. Um, he's the artist that does Midnight Judge, he's a self-published comic, which is actually a pretty good comic. So that's pretty cool. So, David, what are you working on today? You haven't chimed in on what you're actually, if you're going to be painting anything today or doing any kind of hobby stuff over this weekend. And yeah, Greg, you and Henny should go check out Origins. It'll be awesome. I can get away, I'm probably going to do that myself. Let's see, JP. I used to be interested in tourney play, but I've pivoted in consideration on how to make gaming more accessible. I can see that. That makes sense. I just don't have a lot of people to play where I'm at, and for me to have a game, I've got to drive, down to meet Dave, or I got a few guys at the office that I can play, but I don't play enough. I live in kind of where I'm currently at is kind of even though Battlefront Miniatures is 30 minutes away from me, not even 30 minutes, more like 15. I just don't have a lot of gaming outlets, and I played in the '97 Grand Tournament that GW had in Baltimore. I flew out from Phoenix and played in that for the weekend. It was a fantastic event, fantastic weekend. Probably one of my most fond and cherished memories of gaming was playing my Bretonians in GW's first GT here in the U.S. But then when ITC and tournament stuff started, I met a couple tournament guys, and they were not very pleasant, if I can say so. So I kind of got turned off by organized play of that nature. But a couple things have gone on. I've met some really good guys out in Arizona that are all big tournament players. Hey, Raymond, how you doing, buddy? That began to change my mind because they were very helpful. They weren't cliquish or clubbish. If you know what I mean by clubbish, that you're not a member of the club. You don't know the secret handshake, so we're not going to talk to you. They weren't like that, which was the majority of the guys that I've met that played in tournaments. And then Raymond, ironically enough, he shows up. Raymond turned me on to War Games Live, which is a channel on YouTube that streams tournaments. And Joe is very, very passionate about the hobby, likes it a lot. He keeps his chat in check, meaning that I don't think I've ever played a game, a 40K, a fantasy, or any miniature war game of any kind, where heck, a D&D, I don't think I've ever played a game where at some point after the game we don't go, oh, we did that wrong, oh, we didn't get that right. So when the chat and when the stream is watching a game and the guys on the stream make a mistake, and chat, human beings love to, love controversy. They will start, oh, this guy's cheating. Oh, this guy's doing that. Joe's very quick to go, guys, listen, we all make mistakes. They've been playing 40K all weekend, whatever happens to be, but he calms them down and basically tells them, listen, just relax. It's not that big a deal. And I like that. He's kind of rekindled my passion for organized play a bit. Now, I don't know if I'm able or have the wherewithal to go stand for 3 days and play 5, 6, 7 games of 40K and not have another aortic dissection or something bizarre happen to me. But I'd like to try. Get out of this. That's one of the reasons why I'm really trying to focus on getting some of this weight off me. I've got way too much on me. And I think my life will be a little easier with stuff like that when I do that. So I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about doing something with Atlanta. Or I'm sorry, Atlantic City, not Atlanta. I don't know yet. I'll keep you guys posted. You guys will definitely be the first because Mike and I will probably talk about here on the show. So I like to sing or do this stuff. Ah. Oh, sorry. That was not supposed to be on camera. So, yep, just getting the blacks done on these. So, Raymond, what have you been up to? I noticed Greg hasn't replied to my challenge of him going to Origins. I know he says that may hop. Oh, at our weekly OP Hero Clicks game, we used to tell people to play your own game when comments from other players started getting to the point of interference. Absolutely. You gotta play your own game. You gotta do your own thing. I'm gonna do this guy later. Yeah, you gotta kind of do that. And that's the thing. this is supposed to be a social hobby. It's not a it's not anything more than that for me. It's a social gathering of guys getting together, hanging out, like minded, just having fun. And actually, one of the funny things about my friendship with Greg Rauhausen, who's in the chat, when he and I were first working at Games Workshop, we hadn't played an event. And for the longest time, every time we would try to sit down and play a game, which was quite frankly, the game was what brought us together at the same place. Every time we try to play a game, something would happen and interfere with that. We finally got a game, a couple games of Kill Team in, which I don't remember if I lost or not. I'm just telling you, I don't remember those things. I don't know if I lost or won. Yeah, I think I lost. But it's kind of funny that was we used to chuckle about the fact that was one of the reasons he and I became friends, is because we both worked for Games Workshop, and then never got a chance to play. As a matter of fact, we were going to play when we made our first trip to the UK, and we're going to play a game, and Chris Harbour, one of the guys, one of the officials at the UK office, said, no, you play people from other countries. And so Greg and I never got a chance to play then. So we've never played 40K. We've played Blood Bowl. I think I've lost every game I've played against Greg. Yeah. He came down and he beat me at my game. My game is Blood Bowl. Blood Bowl is the game I'm most confident in, and Greg pounded the crap out of me in my own game, in my own apartment, with my own team and my own dice. It was horrible. I was destroyed. I didn't know what to do with myself. I'm still in counseling over it. About going to Origins, I don't remember. Yeah, he don't remember. Yeah, about going to Origins, but that was one of the things that was what started my rant about Greg. We need to go to Origins. So at least you and I can, say hey. I've known Greg for a long time. Tremendous painter. Needs to paint more. You always like to say, oh, but life, I have things going on. Yeah, whatever. We all do. Yeah, my dice set game really threw me under the bus. I think they're trying to teach me a lesson, because I do get cocky. Blood Bowl is the only game I get cocky at. Because Nuffle will correct your arrogance quickly. Blood Bowl is my single favorite GW game. I love that game. I'm kind of a minority. Most people that I run into are like, oh, Blood Bowl, and they shake their fist at the sky and use some colorful expletives, and I'm not playing that game ever again. So, but I love Blood Bowl. Matter of fact, I just talked to Jeff Hall down at Games and Stuff last weekend about possibly running a once a month league. I will let you know if I decide that's actually probably going to be the biggest motivator for me to go to Origins, Greg, is if I know that if I make it, you'll make it, and we can get a game in. If nothing else, just hang out, buddy. We haven't seen each other in forever, and I'm kind of in a better place mentally than the last time we saw each other. I was still kind of broken. So, I'm not saying I'm not broken now. I'm just broken in different ways. So, different ways. But we're all broken a little bit, I think. So, David, is the camera angle working for you? Like this? Am I that kind of working? I thought about trying to go over my left shoulder here. Let me know, because Mike and I are going to start getting back to this painting on camera every Saturday. I may have a visitor here in just a minute, so I may have to cut the show short. I want to do about an hour. Thank you, Aaron. Camera's fine. Good. Glad to hear that. My daughter is away from today. My granddaughter is up staying home. She's 12, She's staying home by herself now. She's 12 going on what feels like 30. And I may have to, of course, we're coming, like I said, we're almost on an hour for the whole show. I only want to do about an hour today because this is really just chatting and keeping, something going on. I don't know how you do it, JP. You do a really good job at it. I can't do it. I have a hard time. I have a hard time finding things to talk about. So I'm going to finish up this portion here, and then I'm going to probably cut the show short and go do my thing and post some pics up later. Anyway, that's all I'm doing. That's what I'm going to be doing after I can finish this. I got to go back to working on my stuff for other people, my commission work. And then I'll be working on, my Dreadnought more tonight and probably work on these guys a little bit. But that's where I'm headed, trying to get these guys done. Yes, I haven't primed the head yet, but that's just sticky tacked in there. I'll be doing that. I try to do the unhelmeted heads differently. So let me get stuff out of here. I'll get back on camera so you can see my ugly mug before I sign off for the day. Oh, all right. The camera angle's good. Let me know about the t-shirts with this image on it. If you guys want one, put it on the Discord so I remember. I know JP says, I think he said a medium. I don't know, maybe a large. Oh, he used to wear a medium. Now he's a large. Yeah, chats. I mean, a lot of people don't realize that, but I spend a lot of time, Mike and I, reacting and interacting with the chat. And so when the chat's quiet, it gets difficult sometimes, especially when you're by yourself. So, all right, let's do all this. Let me change here. I have forgotten how to do this. This is hard. Doing this hard. Look at that. I figured it out. Ta-da! I need to get better lighting in here. Used to be bright when I had everything going on, but I need to get a better light. So anyway, guys, thanks for. Okay, cool. I will just jump on our Discord. Go to the Old Wolf Studios, and just there's a comment there about me getting this image right here done in a T-shirt with some stuff. This will be on the back, something on the front, just so I know what kind of size mix I want to get. I don't want to assume everybody's my size, which means I'll be getting tent size plus. So from there, Mike will be back next week. He and I'll be back for our regular show, which will be awesome. Check out Build Paint Play Tuesday nights at 7, which is a great show. Definitely check it out. And then JP Got Rockets on Twitch at 9, which has been my next step in my Tuesday night streaming. Checking those out. War Games Live on Saturday. Good stuff. And of course, keep posting your pictures to the Discord, and we'll go from there. I don't think I forgot anything. I'd say, Mike, have you got anything to add? But Mike's not here, so it's just me. All right, guys. I will see you later. Have a great week. Have a great holiday weekend. All right, and I'll talk to you all soon.